Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing the finishing touches on the racing mower. And this video, so we have just got the hood mounted up right here, the hood bracket mounted. That one we could just use the normal one, and then we cut that and made a stop. So when we turn really sharp, it stops there, so it barely hits the muffler right there, because we don't want to hit the muffler because you can see there's lines in it from hitting it before. So yeah, you gotta get the hood up mounted on, gotta get the fenders mounted on, and we're gonna do a little bit to the fenders. Then we're gonna tear everything down, repaint it, put it back up. That's gonna be for this video, and we're gonna be ripping it, finally complete ripping it, and we're gonna open her up and see how fast she goes.
There you got your pedal. I just put a washer there so it can't go past this point. The spring can't go past that point. I might work on some other things, but right now I might have to grind a little bit off, because if I go full throttle, it gets stuck. We don't want that, so I might grind that off a little bit. So we're gonna work on that, but that seems pretty decent for right now as a pedal. So yeah, that used to be our shifter actually, but we repurposed it.
So I cut out a pedal, welded it on there, and there's your pedal. So there's your pedal, and looks pretty good. We're gonna paint it and put Velcro on it, or not Velcro, some grippy stuff. So yeah, put a primer coat on it. Gonna let it sit there and dry. Then we're gonna throw a normal coat on there. So we've gotten the pedal completely put on. We welded this back here. Welded this back here on from a brake from a bike. We made this thing right here just for now, just to hold the line. And then right here, we have the zip ties holding that on. This works pretty well. As you can see, I press down like this, goes up, goes back down. We got that on there, and we got it running really nice. we got that welded on there, those two pieces welded on there. We got them bolted up. It looks pretty good. Got them mounted on. That's what it's gonna look like, and it's not even touching anywhere. Besides like right here, a little bit right there. But we gotta take that off, or we gotta lift that up anyways whenever we angle the piece down there that way. So yeah, we're gonna keep working on it, but it's pretty good. It's looking pretty good right now. We're just gonna need to cut a little bit off right there, and then a little bit off over here maybe. But I think it's actually just like right there. Cut a little bit off right there. So we got this bracket here mounted. I can show you that whenever I tear it back apart. But right now we are working on making this right here. Getting all that how we want it. It's getting to the point where I think it looks pretty decent. There are some things that I'm probably gonna do afterwards. Like I might work on making a design piece right there. And then like for underneath right there, if I extend this out or what I do, I don't know if I'm gonna extend this out, but if I like put an angled piece in like right there or something, make that look better, but that'll be later. Right now we are going to get all this done. So we have gotten the fenders completely welded up. We've gotten those welded up, both sides. We got them all welded and ready to go. So now all we have to do is get everything, check everything. I'm gonna go over everything, check everything again. Now all you have to do is grind it all down. Grind it down, I'm probably gonna have to weld a couple spots, make it a little higher, weld, grind it down. Then after we do all that, then you check again to make sure, see what it does, and then Bondo and paint. So we have it all ground down. Now we take sandpaper and sand all the spots down to make it all rough so the Bondo will stick to it. Now I have to disassemble everything. That's working on getting Bondoed and painted over there, but now we gotta tear all this down and paint everything that's in here. So we're gonna work on that. Basically, you just gotta take everything back apart. Some things like this right there, I might grind back down and re-weld that just so it's not as floppy, and do all that stuff while it's apart. Paint everything, put everything back together, and by the time we do that, everything should be done. So yeah, we're just working on that. Now we just gotta work on this. So I have a picture of it primed. Then we painted it, and then we have a clear coat on it now. Same with all these right here. Your brake, pedal, steering wheel, your body, that's still working on Bondoing it. Almost done, so close. Waiting for it to dry now. Then we're gonna sand it. Then I think this should be it. We might have to Bondo like a tiny bit. And then otherwise I think it's pretty well done. Then that's gonna get painted red. And then you have to cut the fenders, and then this thing's done. This is why you tighten your lug nuts.